Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The Walk Around. Grab your popcorn, get some drinks, and enjoy the show. Alrighty, what's up guys, and welcome back to yet another episode of The Walk Around. Now we're switching things up a little bit from the last episode. Last episode we had that beautiful Iron 883 Sportster, and today we have another dirt bike. And I've got my little piece of paper here because I need it. Guys, today we have a 2014 KTM XC-F 200, and it is selling for $49,900. And I have a feeling they do shine in the Enduro department purely because the few of them that I've seen have all had the Enduro accessories. So without further ado, we'll start at the back and work our way through. Obviously we've got some nice Brembo calipers, very nice, pretty much top of the line. And then underneath the caliper, you guys will see that we've got a disc protector. So if you're doing any of your enduro activities and you hit a rock or anything like that, your disc is going to be 100%. So yeah guys, as I said in the previous episode, we've got a little bit of a blueprint. So normally we would have ridden the bike here, however, it was right there. So I'm going to do everything in my power to not forget to do a little startup for you guys. Then we do have some snazzy aftermarket foot pegs on there, I must say. Huge fan of those, they look super nice. And then obviously we've got your exhaust shield, once again protecting it from rocks and logs that you're driving over, etc. And then same situation with the back, same situation with the front as the back. You've got your disc protector there, and I already explained what that does. And then we've got some nice lever protectors. However, these are positioned the wrong way, so going to chat to the mechanics, get that sorted out. I'm not sure how that ended up happening, but yeah, anyways. And yeah, following that, just introduce the bike, which we've obviously done. Then we're going to have a look at modifications and highlighting one or two things around the bike. And then following that, we'll just have a look at damage. And yeah, that just about wraps things up for the walk around. So as I said guys, KTM 200, not a very common bike, I must say. I've been working here for about almost 2 years now, and I've seen very few of these. Obviously 250s, much more popular. But yeah, I haven't seen a lot of these things in the shop. We've obviously got some nice little Pro Taper grips on there, stock handlebars. And yeah, I think that is about it in terms of modifications / things I need to highlight. It does have a kickstand. I was gonna kick it down, but I'm scared the bike falls over. And then yeah, as you guys can see, we've got a nice seat. And I think that just about wraps things up in terms of modifications. Now, in terms of damage, I have mentioned this in previous episodes, but just bear in mind, this is a dirt bike used for enduro purposes. So there's going to be things that I don't highlight, for example, scratches on the disc guards. You know, I'm mainly just going to be having a look at major damage / issues. I'm mainly going to be looking at sort of quote unquote major damage, if you want to call it that. As I said, obviously these lever guards need to be turned the other way around. You've got no broken levers or anything like that. So the starter does work, the battery just needs a little charge. You can kickstart it. Now that's one thing that I actually want to talk about. There's bikes in here that have electric start, but no kickstart. Just, you know, that blows my mind. But anyways, so it does have an electric start. We just need to charge up that battery. It's a very common problem that we have here, having a lot of dirt bikes. But yeah, a little bit of damage here on the exhaust as well. As I said, a few scratches and scuffs there on the swing arm. I'm not really going to dive into that. No major damage on the exhaust, the combustion chamber, which is nice. Tires are in pretty damn good condition. Back and front, I'd say you at least got another 70% left on the tread. Brake pads are looking nice and thick, so those won't need to be replaced anytime soon. Sprocket is looking nice. I see the chain guard down there, or the chain slider, is just a little bit damaged. However, again, that's one of the things that's going to be making frequent contact with rocks and all those sorts of wonderful things. No damage to the shifter, no damage to the brake pedal on that side. Rims are all good. I'm not seeing any dents or things or anything like that. You know, as I mentioned in previous episodes, you know, I am one of the guys who go through these bikes when they come in and inspect them for damage. So yeah, other than that guys, I'm really not seeing any sort of damage. Something that I missed on the accessories / things I want to highlight is this over here, which is if you are stuck and let's say you're trying to cross a river and you get stuck and now someone needs to pull you out, just put a nice little tow rope through that or something, or someone can even jump in, grab this and pull you out of there. So yeah, that's a nice little thing. I see that on a lot of the enduro bikes, and it makes sense. In terms of tires, I would love to tell you whether or not these things have mooses in them. However, I don't know. And yeah, guys, I think that just about wraps everything up. Let me see if we can get this thing started for you. Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies, I only started the filming now that we got it started. We had to actually put some juice in it. So yeah, it is a little bit bogged up. Hasn't been ridden. And yeah, I think that just about wraps it up, guys. Obviously, as you can see at the front, it's got the light. Completely missed that when I was talking about everything. But yeah, other than that, guys, I don't think there's really anything more for me to touch on when it comes to this thing. Obviously, as I said, it's going to be used in your enduro purpose, most likely. As I said, it's obviously going to be used more so for enduro purposes. So yeah, I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, if you want to come and take off all the enduro stuff and go and do MX on it, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. You know, you could also even put some supermoto rims on your and tires, make it a supermoto. That's the thing about these off-roads. They are so customizable. There's so many different things you can do with them. And yeah, with that note, or on that note rather, we've got a whole bunch of different accessories. So just off the top of my head, you can do sticker kits, we can do grips, we can do these lever guards. I'm pretty sure we can do those for you. You can do spoke covers, we can do seats. I think that is about it. I'm sure there's one or two other things that we can do I just missed out on, but yeah, I mean, you can buy this thing and pretty much fully customize it to your liking and to your taste before you even leave the shop. So yeah, that just about wraps things up, guys. I'm not sure what the next bike is going to be. Probably just going to do another off-road, keep it rolling. Once all the off-roads are done, we'll go back onto the road bikes. But yeah, that's it for me for now, guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next episode. If you've got any questions, drop them down in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Peace.